look what's outside my window. Live in the mountains, so there are a lot of bears. They're mostly black bears, so they're generally not aggressive, but these are two little cubs, so I have no idea where their mom is. We do pretty good bear mitigation, but I think sometimes, especially this time of year when they're just coming out of hibernation, they're super hungry, they're looking for food anywhere, and so you'll see them like downtown, like dumpster diving and things like that. I guess we might be seeing some friends in the next couple of weeks. Good morning. It is officially that time of year where I start to panic a little bit, to be honest. It's almost the end of May, and I feel like the end of May and the start of June is really when everything gets so crazy for summer here. And I don't know, I always have these goals for mud season where I want to get everything set up and all of my systems in place and all of these tasks that I've been putting off done. And the reality is, I feel like I'm always so overly ambitious with what I can actually accomplish in a given time, and especially a lot of that like planning stuff and computer stuff, it just takes more time than you think. But today's kind of a computer day. I'm trying to get everything set up for the week, and I thought we'd go on a little outing to the library because sometimes it's just nice to get out of the space. I don't have Aria today, so it's kind of a solo day, so let's get going.
Talking bullshit. It's hard to see you when your eyes look dull. Who's gonna save you? Who's gonna make you not lose?
Good morning. It's kind of a gloomy day today after such a nice day yesterday. It was so nice working from the library. I feel like I actually got a lot of work done, and it was just great being in a different space. I think that's just really important when you work from home, just to change it up sometimes, and it just gives you a different perspective, and I felt so productive, which was great. I've been feeling really overwhelmed and kind of anxious lately, and so I just wanted to give myself the chance to sit and knit for a little bit, catch up on a couple of vlogs, and just take it easy. I feel like all of this planning that I've been been doing has been really great, but it's also just making me feel like there's so much to get done and that I'm behind, and the goal is to make it so that that is not what's happening. I think it's the blessing and the curse of being self-employed and a small business owner is, you know, when you are doing things in the business that are moving your business forward, that's when you're making money. But if you don't do anything, it feels like you're not being productive enough or helping your business. But in truth, rest is really productive too, because if you are not taking care of your mental health, if you are not preventing burnout, those things will happen. And burnout is something that I've experienced, and it is horrible, and it can take years to get over. Knitting is actually proven scientifically to help ease anxiety, depression, PTSD, and a lot of mental health issues like that. And so it's funny because I know it's my job, but it's also something that I find really therapeutic. And so there's my knitting brain and production brain, but then there's just my wanting to do some knitting and sit down and relax. And so I'm lucky that it is something that hasn't changed for me, even though it has become my full-time job. I also feel really grateful that I have access to a lot of outdoor green space, and even if you don't, just getting outside for a few minutes, like no music, just being outside, listening to what's going on around you and being present with nature is so helpful and also so soothing. I think with the trip launching and wanting it to happen so bad, and just, you know, wanting to make sure I'm doing the good job of marketing it, I've been on Instagram a lot more, and that's usually not great for my mental health. I don't like being on there that much. So this is just a reminder to take care of your mental health. Like, do those hobbies, do those crafts, get outside, do the things that help you unwind and relax and fill your cup too, that are outside of your business. I think it's just something that'll help you have a more sustainable business in the long run, and isn't that just something that we all want anyway? So yeah, just your reminder that we all feel this. It's one of those days where it's already 2:30 and I still haven't eaten anything, so take care of yourself. A reminder to take care of yourself. It is snowing now, so it was a nice day to have a cozy knitting day and computer day. What is this week? What is this month? But yeah, I'm just all over the place.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life.
Good morning. We have so much to do today. I am still plugging away on my Notion project, and I'm so close to being done. I even have all of my videos mapped out for the next couple of months, which is insane, and I never do that. But today we actually have to get all of the camping beanies ready to bring to Ohana, which is the local shop where I sell my goods. I need to actually pick up all of the beanies from the winter that I still have there and swap them out with the summer beanies. I don't make a ton of sales in the summer, but it's just nice to have a presence there, and I do have two styles that are great for camping. Like, they're lighter weight, they're basic styles, and people just still buy beanies in the summertime, though not as many. And we're actually going camping this weekend, so I'll bring you along, and I have a bunch of content that I want to film for that, and then basically get ready to do a mini summer shop update. Like I said, I usually don't focus on selling in the summertime, but it is still nice to have things available for the people who do want summer and camping beanies. I definitely still wear the beanies all year round, and because in the summertime I'm posting a lot more of my camping and adventures and things like that, it's just nice to have something available in the shop.
Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. You and I, we got it. We don't need no
starting to get really windy out there, so I'm glad I went on that walk. This morning, I finally finished my Notion project. I totally revamped my Notion dashboard and redid all of my content pillars and made a content map. I haven't done that in years, I think, since I started the business, and there's so many things changing within my business this year. Like, I feel like after my rebrand last year, I never gave myself the chance to zoom out and put everything in motion. So I actually took the time to redo all of my content pillars and to actually create a content map. And I just feel like, you know, as you grow and change, your business grows and changes, it's important to kind of realign yourself and to take a look at it again and refresh things. So I'm really excited about that. The other day when I was expressing how overwhelmed I was feeling, I think a lot of that has to do with just feeling like there are so many things you want to do and you're being pulled in so many directions, and then not having a clear picture of how to get there. So I put a lot of time into creating this content map, and it is finally finished, and I feel like I actually have an idea of what I'm doing. Whether that lasts or not, I don't know, but at least now I have laid down the groundwork and it just feels really good. But yeah, let me show you what this looks like. So let's open up the Notion dashboard, and I showed you a lot of this dashboard last week, but here's all of the different categories I have, the check-ins, my new word of the year, community. I feel like after revamping everything, I just really felt more aligned with that. And then I have my content calendar for the week, my tasks for the week, big tasks at least, and then my to-do list, big picture projects, and then my month of tasks in review. But I really just wanted to show you the content map, so we'll go into the hub. When I redid all of this, one of the main things I wanted to do was just realign what my goals are even with creating content, because I feel like if you don't have business goals, you can't really work backwards to figure out what that looks like. So let's go into the content hub, and here I have my business goals, my ideal audience personas, new brand pillars, and content purposes. And then I have a main master calendar that shows everything. And I'll explain all of this stuff in a second. I have my Instagram planner, my YouTube planner, and then a newsletter planner. I'm not really going to use that quite yet because right now I'm still just sending emails as things come up. But I wanted to go into Instagram real quick. And when I open this up, you can basically see a general plan for content that I'll be making. And so I have my main platforms. So, you know, right now my main platforms are Instagram, YouTube, and my email. I have my various pillars, and I've narrowed them down for myself as knitting and creativity, adventure and travel, small biz and education, and lifestyle and sustainability. And I feel like as I go through this year and create content and use this plan, I'll hone in on those categories even more. And then I have the purpose. So there's just different categories like this is about me or the business, stories that are connecting with you, educating and inspiring. So I do want to create more small business resource and that kind of thing. So that's that category. Show and sell. So just a blatantly showing a product or whatever and selling it. Engage and entertain. So just maybe just more of a, you know, fun type of post, and then an affiliate post because I do have a couple of brands that I am an affiliate partner with. And then I have the type, so basically just whether it's a post, a video, reel, a vlog, or like a informative YouTube video. And so that's kind of how I want to organize it. I have like the concept ideas, caption ideas, and things like that. So as I think of it and I'm creating a content plan, I'm able to use these to go back to. I don't know how far ahead I'll be planning this content. I don't like to plan things too far ahead, especially on Instagram, because it's kind of more like, you know, as things are happening. But especially things like this trip that I'm promoting, the trip I'm hosting to Iceland, I do need to kind of have a plan for how I want to market it because it is kind of a longer term thing that I'm trying to sell essentially. So I need to regularly talk about it, but I don't want to talk about it too much, and then I don't want to not talk about it enough. So for example, with this post, I'm going camping this weekend with a bunch of friends, and I'm getting my new camping beanie line ready for Ohana, so I'll have a lot of beanies beanies ready, and I haven't taken many photos of them yet, so for this I want to make sure I have the types of shots that I want of the beanies. I want to get lifestyle shots and maybe some videos, but having some ideas mapped out for the posts that I want to make I think will really help with actually getting the footage that I need and the photos that I need. So looking back at the master calendar, I only have YouTube and Instagram in here so far, but this is all of the things I've posted so far this month. And I can kind of see all the different categories that I posted about and the different purposes of the content. So it's gonna allow me to have a bigger, like, zoomed out lens of, you know, what I might need to post next. So if I've already posted a bunch of like adventure and travel posts, then maybe I post something about lifestyle and sustainability next, or knitting specific posts next. I think it's just nice to have a big variety of things. If I can have my pillars, then I'm going to be able to draw from the pillars and purpose of the content to come up with new ideas, to give me an idea of what I should post next. And I think that'll just really help with not feeling so overwhelmed by creating new content. But what we really need to do now is get all of the camping beanies prepared for Ohana. Styles that I'll be bringing to Ohana. This one's kind of like that basic fold-up brim beanie. So this one is also made with the hand-dyed merino wool, but every single ball of yarn is totally different. I love this rainbow one, by the way. So, you know, just your basic beanie. I'll wear these camping and hiking and morning walks and stuff like that. Very basic style. This is the one that Angie helps me with, so she was able to sew up and tag these, so thank you, Ange. These are called the Firelight Beanie, and it's just a lightweight version of the Fireside Beanie. I make it with like a chunky weight instead of a super bulky weight yarn, but they fit really nice. I actually really love this one. I need to figure out which one I want to keep or what color I want to keep for myself. But it's a little bit thicker than this style, although this is double layered, so really warm too, but just more of a low profile hat. This one has a little bit more of an intricate design. But yeah, so tomorrow I'll be dropping these off at Ohana, and then we can go check out the shop too. This is honestly so exciting to watch from. They ordered we got everything to get trained up on it, which we're going to come in tomorrow as it were.
What's the angle? I'm not playing that game. It's the same business with a different name. Who's the target? Sorry, I'm not in the market. If I quit buying, you can't sell me anything. No thanks, I'll pass. I don't want.
Wow, that was such a great class. My friend just opened up a yoga studio, so it was awesome trying to check it out and, you know, going for the first time. She is such an amazing human and so spiritual and grounded. But now I'm actually meeting with a friend for coffee. She owns a herbal shop. She's a herbalist, and I'm gonna work with her and collaborate on some of the workshop materials for the Iceland trip. So I'm excited to chat with her.
It's about time.
so inspired. I just had coffee with my friend Jenna, and she is an herbalist here in town and owns a little apothecary shop, but she's very seasonally attuned. She actually runs this beautiful full moon ceremony every month. Today is the full moon in Sagittarius, and I'm a Sagittarius, and I really connect with my sign. I'm not like a super astrology person, but I do like to be attuned with nature and the moon, so it just feels really special. But I'm going to be collaborating with her to create some of the workshop materials for the Iceland trip, so we were just talking about that. And my trip rep just contacted me and said I've had my first signups, so I am so excited. As of this moment, there are still early bird spots left, so if you've been thinking about coming on the trip with me, check out the link below. There's all the info, the itinerary, and the pricing. But yeah, it just feels so aligned and so good. I don't know, there's been so many people telling me that they want to come, but they haven't quite signed up yet. But the workshops are going to be amazing. I'm hoping on future trips that I can actually collaborate even more and bring on other people to help me host. But this trip will be just me. I'll be hosting workshops. We'll be finding alignment and purpose for our businesses. And even if you don't have a business but just want to connect with people who are seeking more alignment, I think this will be a great place to do it too. But yeah, what a beautiful way to start the day. Yes, the maximum group size is 14. I think it'll be a great place to connect with other aligned people and just also go on an adventure together. We can just think about the hanging out part. It has just been a day of overall feeling so good and so jazzed and so connected, and I think it just goes to show you too that connecting with others in your niche or in your community is something that we all just really deeply need. I feel like just this year leaning into more of that community and connection has been so important to me. And just now I was in a Zoom call with Knit Stars, and they highlighted me as their rising star this month, which was so cool. But basically just sharing my story and talking to the other knitters that are part of the Knit Stars program, and it just reminded me, I guess, when I was talking about why I'm doing this in the first place and what got me here, what I love about the creative community. And it's so much more than knitting for me. It is creating and connecting over a craft, whatever that may be, and just being outside together and exploring and experiencing the world. So I don't know. I know I've been talking about this non-stop, but I think that's why I've been so jazzed about this Iceland trip. It just feels like the culmination of all of this stuff that has been in the back of my mind and that I've been wanting to do for so long. If you've been thinking about joining, there are still spots left, so I'll put a link down in the description. But yeah, this has been such a great week. Thank you so much for being here. We're going camping this weekend, so I'll be bringing those firelight beanies for a big photo shoot, and I will see you in the next video.